As again, good morning to all. Inshallah, we will start the session after 2 minutes, so we can have all the attendees available in our session. I think we can start our session.
Okay.
Welcome everyone. My name is Abdallah Al-Ali. I'm the newest member of the PMI UAE chapter. I am the youngest as the youth ambassador for the UAE chapter. And with me, I have here Hayat Mansour, who is the director of Volunteers Aware in the PMI. We would like to welcome you all to join our strategy session for both me and Hayat for the volunteering and the youth strategy. The strategy, as you can see, it's for the next 4 years. And as Dr. Mohammed has mentioned, it has been conducted within the 8 weeks and strictly online. With no interference with other. So if you can hear that, if you can see from the screen, the strategy is the project management industry has witnessed something new in the past few years, as well as the economy emerged and all of the concepts of empowerment and turning individual ideas into reality. Maybe you all have heard about digital technology, AI, Internet of Things. So in our chapter, we are trying our best to have our all projects within these areas, and of course to roll out our 5G internet connectivity. As Dr. Mohammed and Dr. Hazza has mentioned about the agility of the project teams, and with our lately global pandemic, we had to do our business with the internet. So we had our meetings online, and we are able to do everything with our services, so we can provide with you. to strategy, the guidelines, we have started analyzing the different stakeholders. We mostly take into deep consideration about the members, the volunteers, the youth, students, our sponsors, government entities, private sectors, university, schools, educational institutes. As we have mentioned before, the youth is our beginning of everything. So we can start by teaching them all about the project management, so we can have ahead nice and great people away for our future. Empower and influence as individuals with the innovative project economy principles. So we have the economy principles to be taught by the youth and by everyone, so we can start having a great generation ahead of us. So we can, they can give us the floor, and inshallah we will lead them. As our mission is to disrupt and create value driven to our chapter members, partners, and to become agile, innovative, productive in the platform for the growth project economy. This is what we are aiming for, and hopefully by your help we will reach to these missions. As well, for the values, we have the first and the most important thing is innovation. We have to be innovative in every kind of way. Accountability, trust, equality, compassion, collaboration, commitment, community. As we all know, with this global pandemic, we have to give back to our community and to do our most helpful things to give back to give back. Determination and engagement with you all. And last but not least, learning. We are all here to learn and to give ideas for ourselves, and to hope that you all can become as a member in the PMI UAE chapter. And now, inshallah, Hayat will start showing you the strategy, and hopefully you all get benefits from it.
Good morning. Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Abdullah, and all. Good morning. My name is Hayat Mansour. I'm the director of volunteers. Before I was the knowledge manager, and I work with the volunteers also from like 2 years. Since 2 years, we are working together, and I think we have a lot of improving, and we keep doing a lot of programs. As you know, all of you, the main blood for all organization, it's the volunteering. The volunteer, it's something all of us feeling he has some benefit for others. He has some happiness when he do it. The benefit of the volunteers, it's always, especially with PMI, it's enhancing your knowledge, enhancing your project management, because you are dealing with expert people. We have a good connection together, and we keep just even give some opportunity to other. We post a lot of jobs sometimes. We help each other by building a professional networking. Who attend our face-to-face events, you know how the relationship was there, and the networking. We keep always through our sessions some networking, and we keep discuss together, and the people just introduce themselves to each other, and this help us to be always communicate with more expert people. This one from the benefit of the volunteer also, and the main important it how to keep getting more skills through the events which we created. Sometimes we create something it's related even to the fields. So instead of doing everything like related to construction, to IT, we try always to have different ideas from our member and from our volunteers even. We have a lot, and we keep always updating. If you are joining our events, even virtually or the normal event previously, you will see that we try to touch all kind of technology, all kind of topics. We keep looking for the new and keep our membership updated. And this all, when you go to any event, you will see a lot of people behind that, supporting that, and uh, uh, this from our volunteers. And always we are welcoming the people to volunteer with us, to collaborate with us, and we keep building a good team. And even we listen to them, we heard from everyone, because we believe all our members are expert, and everyone can give good ideas to keep improving. Develop as a leader, it's from the same idea, how we can just keep developing, keep improving, and have, as Abdullah said, starting even from the students and from the youth manager, to build a good community and good leaders for the future. This how we plan to be from the first in the management, and how we can build a very good skilled people. If you feel yourself ready to volunteer with us, just go to the VRMS. You will see a lot of opportunity, and always we open new and new opportunities just to start and getting new bloods and keep improving what we have as volunteer. Our main strategy always, it's to attract, maintain, and engage the volunteers. We have a lot, and every year we are updating our strategy. But the main goals for the strategy is how we attract more volunteers from every sector, public, private, and from the university as students. If anyone just try to volunteer with us, we are welcoming, and we can just check him, networking with him, and see how he can be also more engaging with our volunteers, and how we can put all our experts to improve PMI more and more. So this always we add some more platform. As you see, sometimes we are using Slido, sometimes we are using another type of brainstorming knowledge tools. So this all proposed from our volunteers and the leaders, the directors, and we are just applying and try to use it to update our volunteering community. Just as idea to show you how the volunteer, sometimes we have like only fun events. Sometimes we meet together just to play and learn. Like, if you can see the photo, we meet many times in something like escape room. We meet in billiardo and play. Sometimes we just meet and make some brainstorming session to get more ideas and how to update it and improve it. We divide even this previously we start, and we keep updating that we have something plan, and this to help the people to be always with us, recruiting, retention, and recognition. All the membership, not only for the volunteers. So our main goal here is to keep improving and continuous work. Our strategy for volunteering in next years it will be established a process to monitor the active status and to monitor the projects, add more projects to our volunteering. Like now we will start something for agility, and this will help the case studies, and you will start seeing something in the website also about that. There is a lot of tools we use it, like the activity tracking sheet. We are using something called VP sessions to ensure the deliverable and the progress by increasing the retention for volunteers. Reinforce the volunteer growth plan to exceed 5% from the representative of the total number. We are develop an application to record the volunteering hours, and this will help to participate all the volunteer and keep all active and be with us. One from what we already finished, it's the guidebook, where we can we will have it also shortly and post it. It's we created to have the process to onboard the new volunteers, and even for the existing volunteers to know everything about the volunteering. And we create articles by our volunteers and start publishing that in our newsletter, letter, and website. Also, we one from our coming strategy, it's to use the volunteer activity tracking sheet by track and reward the volunteer and contribution and participate in the chapter activities. This actually what we have for volunteer. We have a lot, and every day we mention something new, and the volunteers come with a new idea. We're thinking to have something like the book reading corner, even if virtually. So we believe that volunteer it's the first thing make a difference in the life. You can see a lot of things we do as volunteers only support the event, but we are always, if there is like you can see the Amana program which we share in Ramadan. You can see a lot of brainstorming sessions and many sessions. We just prepare something funny, something to learn, and I believe that we are proud to be volunteers with PMI. We are welcoming you always to be with us.
شكرا حياة, if I may. شكرا حياة. Thank you so much for being part of PMI UAE. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you personally. Thank you for being the director of volunteering and to gather an exciting database of volunteers. And without the volunteers, I just want to say we are not going to be where we are today. I think volunteers make drive the spirit of PMI UAE. We as well, from president to youth ambassador to all the board members to all managers, are volunteers as well. So I appreciate the time that you put in, and I appreciate all the efforts that we take from you. I think with these efforts, we will be able to raise the bar and achieve what we would like to achieve in terms of spreading the word about project management. So thank you so much.
And Abdullah is one from our new volunteering directors, the youth one, and we feel all that he has a lot in his mind to feed the PMI and especially the youth people. I like how you prepare the strategy, and we are all here to work together and reach that soon.
Well, the youth ambassador has a lot on his shoulder, and we wish him all the best. Abdullah, thank you for joining us, joining PMI UAE. We appreciate your time and your efforts as well. We look forward to your strategy. It's a very ambitious strategy. It's a very important pillar in PMI UAE. It's the future, if I may. I think the youth have a lot of promising ideas, promising methodologies, maybe innovative ones that can challenge the status quo in terms of thinking and in terms of introducing new concepts. So Abdullah, I wish you all the best with your new strategy. and all the best to all the volunteers around us in this session.
Thank you so much, Doctor. And as you mentioned, I have a lot on my shoulders, but we are ready for it, and we want to be the pioneers in this chapter.
بإذن الله موفقين إن شاء الله عبد الله، موفقين إن شاء الله حياة. سامحونا على المداخلة بس حبينا نسلم عليكم.
تسلم دكتور. شكرا لك.
موفقين إن شاء الله.
شكرا، ربنا يحفظك يا رب.
Hello everyone. Thanks to Dr. Mohammed, our President, UAE chapter. Once again, I may haven't introduced myself properly. My name is Abdallah Al-Ali. I'm the Youth Ambassador in the PMI UAE chapter. More about myself. I'm a civil engineer graduate. I work in DIWA as an engineer. And I have a master's in engineering management. So thanks again for joining us, and thank you, Hayat, for this great strategy. After I finish my strategy, I think we have a couple of questions, so inshallah we will answer them once I finish the strategy. So first of all, what is the main objective of the youth strategy? It's to engage youth programmees, stakeholders, and raise the benefits of it. This is our main objective as the youth, and hopefully with it we have, let's say, some projects that we aim to achieve, such as identifying the list of keys, secondary stakeholders who will support in achieving the programmee's overall objective. After all, it's all about having the stakeholders with us. Nothing can be achieved without the stakeholders as well as our volunteers. Second of all, we are trying to identify a list of incentive benefits and to attract the youth to participate and become active members. I am the youth of this chapter. I will be trying to support and to give every opportunity that I can have, so we can have all the new members as youth, as volunteers in our chapter, so we can see what project management can give you back as well. Because the project management, it's not just a thing that you can learn or have a course at the university or at the school. It's a way of living. It's more about thinking of ways, not just outside of the box, but maybe outside of the whole world. It's always about to give an innovative ideas, to be more than yourself. So we are trying to conduct some roadshows to meet the direct end users, youth, aiming to raise the awareness of the programming, share the benefits of joining, and answer any concerns they may have. As I just mentioned, the volunteers or the youth that will be joining us, hopefully, they might think, what will the chapter give us? Especially, let's say, if they are in the college or in the universities or school. The thing is, the project management, it's a way of living more just than learning. So if they start young with it, if they thought about the way of management, the whole thing, the project management, it's, you can manage the time, you can manage your studies, you can manage your presentations, you can manage the whole life is within this programming. So we are trying to support every government entity, private sector, universities, and even schools to be part of our humble chapter. We want to conduct some roadshows to meet the identified stakeholders to raise the awareness of the programming, as just I mentioned, the decision-making level, the government entities, the universities, private sector, so they can give us the opportunity of having their students or their employees to benefit themselves before us, because what we can achieve with them, it will benefit the students or the employees at the entities before it benefit us. Why is that? Because once you have these youth or these volunteers as a part of us, so we can give them the idea of the real world. We have to help them achieve their goals. It might be difficult for them, but we are here to help them. We are here to give them all the opportunity for them to raise with us. As Dr. Muhammad mentioned, I have a lot on my shoulder, but I totally would give you a full assurance that I will do everything that I can to give the opportunity that the UAE chapter gave me and to give it to you. I started the last member in the chapter, but hopefully we will achieve too much together, and we can all make sure that this is the new strategy, the new phase of the chapter. Along as identifying the process onboarding of youth programming, what happens after they showcase their interest in joining the effort? As I told you, I assure you that all of you will be not just the volunteers or members, you will be set for life for your mind of thinking, the way of thinking and achieving your goals. As you can see here, some photos of our leaders with the youth. The photo on the right is His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, along with the Crown Prince of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed, with the UAE Youth Ministry, Her Excellency Shamal Mazrou'i. And on the left side, you can see His Excellency Sheikh Saif bin Zayed, Minister of Interior Affairs, and along with the Crown Prince of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed, and some of my colleagues that I can mention. I know some of them. I won't mention any names, but these sessions that has been done by our leaders is all to give us the empowerment so we can achieve our goals. Because as His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid said, and I quote, our young country was built by the hands and achievement of youth. Youth is our strength and speed is our treasure for the future. We are the future. I won't say the older generation, but the people who are, let's say, a bit older than us, has set up the path for us, so we can lead.
Abdullah, we are all youth.
Of course, we are all youth, but we are a bit younger from you.
Yeah, sure. But we have the youth blood, so we will keep working with you always.
All our members and volunteers have the youth blood in them, so they can give back to the community, to the people, and to the chapter itself. As Hayat mentioned, we are all youth here at the chapter. The youth is by the blood. It's not by the age. You can't say that the age, you can adjust like, oh, this person is old to lead, or he's old, he has a, let's say, a dinosaur way of thinking. Here in the chapter, we are all youth in our blood, with our minds. We are trying to innovate, but what we are achieving, or what we want to achieve as the youth strategy, as a youth ambassador, is to give all the opportunity for the private sectors, the government entities, the new joiners, the universities and school, that project management, it's more as a way of life than studying this thing.
Yeah, as Abdullah, as you said, maybe the more important and what help us here in UAE PMI is existing in UAE and our leaders who are always pushing the young to do better, the youth people to do better, and they give a lot of opportunities. So this what we learn from them, and for that we are focusing in PMI in the youth people. And we don't want to let people just to try by themselves, and like we said, like try and learn from your mistake. Why we are not starting by learning from the new generation and all the technology which they have, the new thinking, and take from that to improve what we already have in the country.
We are the persons that trying to grasp your knowledge and achieve a way of innovative. Let's say all of us are trying to get innovative, but you are the reason that we have become a volunteer and a member in the chapter. Thank you all, I guess, for joining us in our session. Hayat, we have here a couple of questions. This is the first question is, what kind of volunteer projects are undertaking to support the UAE community during the pandemic?
The first strategy we are keep using now, it's keep conducting the like events, even virtually. We didn't stop communicating with people. We didn't stop even the discussion. We have WhatsApp group in all the volunteers, and we keep discussing with them. We meet more than one time, even in this pandemic, and we enjoy. We discuss a lot about everything, and we start something for agility. We finish the guidebook even in this time, in the pandemic time, in the crisis, and we try to read a lot of books. We post even some events and a lot of learning tools in our WhatsApp group for the volunteers. So when you become volunteer with us, you will see a lot of tools and improving in all the project management fields.
Thank you so much, Hayat. There is another question from Khalid. He's saying, how can we reach you to explore the volunteering opportunities?
The main channel, it's through the PMI website. You will see there is something called VRMS, or you can send email to anyone from us. You will see in PMI UAE also there is info email, and there is a lot of channels. But mainly, if we have any open opportunity to volunteering, we post it in the VRMS, and we check it always, and call the people, interview them, and after that they become a part from our board.
We can't wait for you to volunteer with us, Khalid. Here we have a question from Prabhu. Are the planned roadshows to be F2F or virtual? Well, considering the current situation, as you said, it might be virtual, but let's hope that we want to meet with you. We want to have it more as a giving roadshow, so we can know more about yourself. We can have to achieve something even better. As we all know that face-to-face is more interacting than virtual. Hayat and I, we had just prepared like this presentation, but it's all virtual. We couldn't even have a meeting face-to-face and did everything together. But we managed, and hopefully, inshallah, we will manage this pandemic. And let's hope that this roadshow to be face-to-face. But if it's not, inshallah, then it will be a virtual
let's just decide that our our main concern is how to reach the goals. It's not the way. So even if we cannot meet face to face, we will keep virtual meeting, and we will keep like try to find a lot of channels. I think what we learned from this time, from the COVID-19 pandemic, the main thing we learn how we will not stopping, and how we can find always a way to do our work in different ways. So nothing will stop us. We will just keep pushing, improving, and find a way to contact with all people.
It's not just about contacting, as you mentioned. Nothing can stop us. This was a global pandemic. We had our, let's say, struggles with it, but we have managed, and we came up with a strategy, and inshallah we will give back to you guys, and this will end. The pandemic will end. I have the last comment from Fani. He's saying that we are youth, young at heart, energetic at work. Do you agree with him?
Of course, always agree. And you know, even I meet a lot of old people, and when I meet with them, I feel sometimes they are more youth than us, because they keep thinking. I know one doctor, he get the doctor degree, or the PhD when his age is 56 years old, and I just looking to him like, really, he keep learning, and he encourage us to nothing will stop us. We will keep learning, keep moving forever, as we are here in this life.
Nothing is late.
Exactly.
Nothing is late for us. We can achieve our goals, no matter what's the age, because we have youth blood in our hearts, pumping through our hearts. So hopefully we will all achieve our goals, and give you all the insights of our chapter, and to raise the chapter globally, and show that the UAE chapter is one of the best chapters in the whole world for the Project Management Institute. Thank you all for joining us, for joining the session. Don't forget to join the circles. Inshallah, the circles will start, and we will be all available if you have any questions for us. Let's see if there is another question here in the chat.
There is two.
So I have a question here. What are the best practices expected from the volunteering participate in shaping and changing our world?
How can it's questions. So expected from the volunteer, just sometimes, because we need some people to work at least few hours per week with us. And how can one participate in shaping and changing our world? I believe that participate in volunteering with PMI, it will help you even to become more youth. You will join us, you will work with us, and you will have a lot of funny times. We are not focusing only in project management as documentation. We are trying to transfer the project management method to be more attractive, and to use it in all kind of our life. And I feel it's like Abdullah said, it's not for the PM, and it can be for all people, from students. Why I will not learn my kids, for example, to be leader from the early stage? to learn him how to depend in himself and how to understand all the way of this life. Why I will wait till someone will decide what kind of study he will start, and after that he will change his mind. Let's help them to understand themselves, try to manage their life, and understand all kind of the managing the project. It's everything in our life. It's even when you think about your business, your married, your normal life, it's all project, and every time you will find a way to improve it. So this what I believe even the youth schedule will focus on. So how we can be the best to manage our life, not only our business and the project. I think it will help a lot, and it will change the world to the best.
I totally agree with you. Thank you all for joining this session. I would remind you to join our circles. We have many things that you can attend. We have construction domain, IT and telecommunications, business management, consulting, government, and healthcare. So the circles will start at exactly 12:15. So after 2 minutes from now, we will be so much pleasure to have you all with us. And thank you for attending our session, Youth and Volunteer.
Yeah, thank you, and looking to see you face to face in the future, in the near future.
Inshallah. Just one thing, as Dr. Muhammad mentioned, we are all here as a volunteers.
Exactly, and hope to engage more volunteers from you also. Anyone interesting? We hope to learn from everyone here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and see you in
the circles.